Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Fate Grand Order 7 Interludes. Last time we did Emiya's. And yeah, I'm gonna do... I know Emiya was technically like here last time, but from now on, let's go top to bottom. So we'll start off with Liang, or Lord Elmoil II, who... I said this already, but I found out my error from like way back when. Like the waiver is literally Elmoil II. I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I found that out like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? Whatever it was, like 3 weeks ago. But yeah, I didn't realize, because so when I started FGO and we got to Septum, I met this guy. I was like, El Malloy doesn't really look like Kenneth, but okay, sure. Like, why does he have an ascension that looks just like young Waver? And yeah, it was yeah, but yeah, I know the deal with that now and why it's the second. But anywho, let us get into it. Heroic Spirit Possession. And yeah, we'll just she's Muramasa. That's all. Oh, also I got a Barghest and Bavanshi, and Hassan of the Shining Star. Weirdly enough, he decided to pop in while I was pulling for Bavanshi, which, you know, interesting. The sucky part is, man. Oh, anyway, the sucky part is, if he hadn't jump scared me and taken that second 4-star slot, because I got both him and Barghest on the same 10 pole. If he hadn't popped up and I'd gotten a little bit luckier and gotten and hit on another banner 4-star, I might have been able to get Bavanshi and Barghest both in one 10 pole. But no, he was like, hey, I'm here, how you doing? But anyway, whatever. Okay, we should focus on the interlude. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't introduced myself. I am Lord Elmoil II. I'm a mere human who became the spirit origin of a famous strategist from the Three Kingdom period in China. The second? Right, I was originally a third-rate noble from the countryside. For certain reasons, I took after my mentor and inherited his name. Excuse me, Lord Elmoil II? When you say Lord, do you mean Lord of the Mages Association? Yeah. Yes, I represent one of the 12 noble families that operate the Clock Tower, the center of the Mages Association. The lowest ranked, though. Did you know Director Olga Marie? What time period are you from, anyway? Same as Ritsuka. I'm from the 21st century. Before I knew it, I became a pseudo-servant. Pseudo-servant? Like me? Well... sure. Kinda. You're technically a demi-servant, but I mean... Not necessarily wrong. Like, it's kind of similar-ish. Are you someone that was empowered by heroic spirits? The result was the same, but the idea is different. There's nobody identical to you in this time. Originally, it's impossible to form a demi-servant. Just the same as it's impossible for Dampier to be born among vampires. As I'd expect of a Clock Tower mage, you probably understand the logic behind the impossible. That's right. MASH is an extremely unique example of success. It'd be hard to recreate an accident. Glad to hear that. I would have suggested an immediate dismantling of Chaldea if it was such a screwed up organization. I mean, yeah, uh-huh. She's like rude. Fo. Sorry, that was insensitive of me. You aren't guilty of anything, ma'am. I'd like to correct myself. Well, you cannot deny that creating demi-servants was an inhumane experiment. Yeah, kind of. Your feeling of disgust is justified, Lord Elmaloy. Even more so if it comes from justice and morals. That aside, please continue your explanation. What are pseudo-servants? Yes, I shall answer that question. A pseudo-servant is someone possessed by a heroic spirit. Those heroic spirits, you can't become a servant. Perhaps they're higher beings like divine spirits, or their spirit origins can't be created by Chaldea. In order to summon them as servants, human vessels are sometimes used. That is what a pseudo-servant is, using a human body as catalyst to forcefully summon a heroic spirit. Huh? Ritsugo looks confused. Obviously, since it's a particularly unique case. No, not particularly. I mean, I guess at this point in the game, because this would have been before Babylonia. How many pseudo-servants were there in Fuyuki through London? Not that many, right? Was it just him? It might have just been Elmaloy Liang. No, the Fate Zero. No, I was saying the Fate Zero collab. I think had already happened by that point. But Kiritsugu is just himself, just a different timeline version of him. So. Yeah, at least as far as I know, from Fuyuki through London, I think he's the only one. Liang, that is. Or Elmo, whatever you want, whatever. I could be mistaken, but he's the only one that comes to mind. Unless you count the weirdness that was Francis Drake in Okeanos, because wasn't her thing the fact that she had a grail? She was somehow able to like infuse herself with power from her heroic spirit self, even though she was her living self. But that's more like borrowing power from a future version of yourself more than being a pseudo-servant, though. So that wouldn't really count. Yeah, I think Liang's the only actual one. I used to think so. In short, it's someone being possessed by a ghost. Then the psyche of the possessed is overwritten by the heroic spirit. I'm the opposite. I took only the role of Zhu Liang because Western logic doesn't match Eastern logic. But with the greater good of protecting humanity in mind, we share a common goal. That's why after a discussion with the strategist on who should control the body, I ended up staying because of my knowledge of modern eras. I see. That's very much Zhu Liang. Just like what he did at the end of his life. The important thing was for someone to execute his strategies without participating on it. In other words, he found the one capable of his strategies, so he decided not to appear. That's right. We've only talked for a bit, but it's obvious he's more of a monster than history described. I didn't feel like I was talking to a human. Can you fight? I mean, he's still a mage, and he has the power-up of being possessed by heroic spirit, so... probably. Fo-fo! I would have been incinerated if I was just a human. By becoming one with the heroic spirits, I temporarily became a servant. Follow me, I'll show you proof. Alright. Around here is fine. Enemy approaching. Prepare for battle. You'll immediately see if I can fight as a servant. In turn, I'll assess your potential as a master. Kill two birds with one stone, right? Gow! They're already pumped up. What did you do, Lord Malloy? Well, this will be interesting. I use some pheromones to excite them. Okay. Be careful when you fight, ma'am. The enemy's on a rampage. Don't let your guard down. Master, I think he's gone too far with his logic. Okay, yeah, sure. Buddy, right. Just popping pheromones. What the heck, man? What are you cooking?
どうかんだ。下がってな。私の手を。
Nothing good, seemingly. The were jaguar warrior. Nah, I wish though. Where's my jaguar warrior when I need her? Damn. Really? I thought Vargas would be able to finish it off after Ibuki did damage, but I guess not. I guess I was a fool. I feel like I'm doing weirdly low damage. Maybe it's normal, but... Oh... Alright. Last group of enemies. Oh, good. Goody, goody, goody. Nice. And Dunzo. Alright, how'd you like that, Lord Elmalui II? Did we prove how worth to you? He seems like he'd be hard to please, which is weird to say about Waver, given how he was like in Zero, but actually, no, even Zero Waver, I guess, in his own way, was kind of a hard ass because he was so desperate to prove himself. So, yeah, I don't know. The enemy response is still spreading. It's massive. Just how excited are they? This is no time to be an odd doctor. Do something. Sorry, there's nothing I can do besides scanning the area. You just have to handle it by yourselves. I got it. It means I can only rely on Senpai, right? Same as usual. Let's do the smash. Let's see. Aren't you a courageous one? No plans, but you sure got guts. Not bad at all. You remind me of myself in the past. If that's the case, I shall show my true strength. Of course, this is merely on the path of me reaching him, but it seems this will be a fruitful contract. I'm glad you decided to get involved. Cause, MASH alone against a bunch of excited werewolves is, you know, questionable. cat story a while. We almost single turned that first battle. Why did you have to fail me so? Well.
いいんじゃない？やります。そういうのもありよ。ドン。ここでまっすぐ。ドン。
It's fine. You did your best, and that's all we can ask for. I guess.
いいんじゃない？
Something along those lines. Assassinos. The assassino cappuccinos.
もちろんいいんじゃない？
God.
敬え。
I am yawny
人
as
知の
heck.
及ばぬものが世にあるとここにて思え。真剣草薙の太刀。
Didn't kill any of them, did it? Yeah.
えい。
That's
ご
what
めん
I
なさい
thought.
ね。
Alright.
おっと。
This is the end for you. The end times.
そういうのもありよね。はい。せい。ここでまっすぐ。
Oh, noise.
ありがとうございます。
Noise
皆さんのお
crit.
かげです。
Noise. How about now, El Malloy? Do we have your approval? The battle is over. You know, I'm 3 times more tired than usual. It was a disaster, huh? Foe! I'm relieved that you and Foe both made it. Those wild beasts had their eyes on the two of you. I was doing everything I can. Foe? You done? So how did I do, Ritsuka? Did it pass? You know what? Sure, I want to see what he says in response to this. Why not? That's not fair. You can fight as a human. Not fair. No, I see. You mean comparing to you? So you're jealous that I can fight on the front line despite being a human. Cherish what you're feeling now, because it requires strength to withstand that feeling of powerlessness. As you can see, I can fight as a servant. You might be unsatisfied with my firepower, but I'll make up with my intellect. Oh, he's definitely a first-rate servant. I mean, all pseudo-servants are exceptional cases to begin with. Ritsuka, eventually you'll be able to meet a pseudo-servant who fused with the god, I think. Damn, just Babylonia foreshadowing. Probably. Well, I am a special case. Most vessels chosen to become pseudo-servants, in other words, mages, already possess powers. And when heroic spirits possess humans, they'll choose those who closely resemble themselves. So of course they're powerful. Those integrated will then transmigrate into a third personality. A new personality, if you will. Those kinds of servants are troublesome. After all, they tend to think like divine spirits. They'll probably be completely selfish and ask for all kinds of impossible things. Then you'll know that I'm one of the better ones. Haha! Well, let's save that for the future. Good job, Mash, Ritsuka. Come home with Mr. Elmaloy II. You mean Lord? I couldn't fight with you, but I can welcome you home with a warm cup of tea. Ah, Roman, you're always so good to us. At least you were. Ah, well. What can you do? Endless Sea. Also, you get craft essence out of it. Interesting. Okay. That's a first, right? I don't think we've ever gotten a craft essence out of an interlude before until now. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's right. Actually, no, I don't want Habitrot. Sure. Alright. Senpai, Mr. El Malloy seems off. I know he looks irritable all the time, but now... Is he looking at the sunset? Or he's looking at the sunset? Fofo? Is he reminiscing on Iskandar, looking out at the sea? So... Ma'am, if you're going to hide, at least put down your shield. Anyone will notice a black steel wall on the beach. You too, Itsuka. As her master, you should have pointed that out. Just sorry, it seemed like you wanted to be left alone. Cow cow! Nothing, I was just looking at the sea. I heard it was named Okeanos due to the Grail. But it's just a name. It's a horizon as far as you can see, but the edges simply adhere to each other. Just like a scroll, a sea enclosed in all directions that perpetually revolves around the same area. You can sail it endlessly, but in truth, it's just a clipped miniature garden. How absurd. This isn't the place I set out to reach. Not even close to the real Okeanos. You wanted to reach Okeanos? Are those the words of Zhuge Liang? Those are my words. Watch your mouth. It appears you got too sentimental. Yeah, it was a dream. One that I had when I was younger. All the experience I've gained was to further that goal. Yeah, I wanted to reach it in place of your good buddy. I didn't become what I am now naturally. I was an average mage. Taking on that troublesome teaching position, inheriting the name of El Malloy, refining my third-rate magical circuit. It's all because I wanted to become the ideal I yearned for when I was young. Now I'm just a crooked old mage. Crooked mage? You? Even though you're a first-class mage? Only my position's first class. My ability as a mage isn't much different from Ritsuki. Okay, no, you're selling yourself very short there. You did a lot of impressive magical feats in Zero. Like your hypnosis of the old couple, your tracking, spell tracking down where a caster was. Like, you're selling yourself very, very short. I somehow managed to keep up with those first-class monsters with my knowledge and preparations. Dr. Roman can see through that too. Whatever you say about that guy, he's a natural at talent assessment. You didn't reach your ideal? Stop with your nonsense, I did reach it. That's why I'm like this, right? I reached my ideal, just not the natural way. It's a bit harder every day and it's killing my stomach. You need to remember, Ritsuka, with strong convictions and desires, you can reach your ideal. It's a rough path for an ordinary person. You'll reach your ideal but lose your way of life in the process. Foe! Within the forest foe. Master, Lord, enemy sighted. Jeez, no time for fond memories, huh? About to begin, Master. Let's see how much you've grown. Yeah, him talking about having reached his ideal, I assume that's probably talking about Case Files, which I still haven't watched. I'm gonna start that after I'm done with Apocrypha. But... I am curious as to what that is referring to. Alright, damn. No kill, unfortunately, but it's alright. Crazy how low of a attack stat even Saber Barghest has. Both versions of her have weirdly low attack. Even though you'd think her attack would be high. You know, I'm just saying, you think Barghest of all people would have a fairly high attack stat. But oh, yawn. Damn. I should just have Ibuki kill it, and then Barghest could have hit the saber. If any luck, Barghest will crit twice. She did, but still didn't kill. The weakness of a non-buster card. That's how it be sometimes, man. That's how it be. Yeah, what you do, full combo? Yeah, even a full combo might not... Okay, barely. Barely. Yeah, sure. We have a full combo worth, may as well. May as well partake. Some of her attacks are so ridiculous. Hang on, do I have... Yeah, you know what? Get Bazit out here. Instead of whittling away little by little. Okay. This should kill the front one for show, for show. At least I hope. Oh yeah. Thanks for the crit, Bazito. I should have just done 2 Ibukis in a row, yeah. Whatever. It didn't matter ultimately. There we go. Alright. Some Yggdrasil seeds. I'll take them. Didn't even break a sweat. You don't consider them enemies anymore, huh? Growth as a mage is unlikely, but it looks like you're gaining experience as a master. It's good to be diligent. Alright, I'll give you this as a reward for your efforts. Is this a jewel? It appears to be an expensive mystic code. It's not. Just a common protective ore. On top of that, it's a used one from me. I pocketed it as a precaution when I was young, but I don't need it anymore. No one will acknowledge your effort anyway, right? That's why I'm giving it to you as a reward. Fofo! Hey, calm down there. My student showed progress. It's natural. Look what you did. Now my expensive suit is ruined. Not to mention that my hair is sticky from the sea breeze. I shouldn't have come to the beach. Who's dumb enough to want to come here? Alexander? Mr. Malloy just left. He must see his younger self when he looks at you, senpai. honored. Yeah. Ah, yes, here you go, senpai. A gift from your teacher. He said that it was used, but I'm positive that he prepared it just for you. Let's fight and not give up. Let's meet our teacher's expectations. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Bash. Even though I don't have him at all, so he's not really my teacher, but yeah, sure. Runestones. I'm trying to remember if there was a point in Zero where he picked up... Not that I can recall. There probably was, I'm just forgetting, but... I don't know. Hang on, I'm gonna do his third one. But I need to do a jump cut right quick just to change something right quick. Alright. Third interlude. Truth of the Ascension. A little bit of a long... Oh, level 90, huh? His third interlude must have came out later. Actually, wait a second. Were we literally in Babylonia? Hang on. No, we're in Septum, which makes sense. This is where we meet him for the first time. But yeah, no, if it's level 90, it had to have come out later. Like, probably around the time... I'm going to assume this probably came out around the time Solomon came out? Like, between Babylonia and Solomon, maybe? Maybe even later, but I don't think so. Anyway. Yeah, we'll use this Koyanskia and hop on into it. Truth of the Ascension. Fo. You look happy, Fo. You really liked that lunch. It certainly was delicious. Today's cook was a servant, apparently. Which heroic spirit was it, I wonder? Let's check the kitchen. Probably, at this point, either Emiya or Tamamo Cat, right? Whoa, what happened here? Or is it... El Malloy. Seems like something happened. Whose voice was that? It doesn't sound familiar. Is it an intruder? A mysterious object is approaching. Contact in 3, 2, 1. Foe? No, it's just young El Malloy, aka Wavert. Foe! Ouch. Ow, hey, why don't you look where you're going? Don't stand in the middle of the road, idiot. You're not allowed to run in the halls. It's okay, you're so small, tickled. Well, aren't you condescending, jerk? Excuse me, who are you and why are you running like this? You don't look like Chaldea staff. Oh, well, you know I'm a... Hey, isn't this Mash and Ritsuka? Help me, you guys. We have to do something before anybody else sees me like this. Huh? Who are you? Oh? You can't tell, it's me, Wave. I mean, El Malloy II. I know it's strange, but I suddenly turned into my younger self. You look totally different. Yeah, that's what I said when I saw his older self. Actually, no, I guess I should, no, I guess it was the right way around, because the first time I saw him was when I watched the UBW anime at the end when he's in the, like, epilogue of the final episode. So I guess, actually, yeah, no, I guess this would be the correct way around in terms of wording. Exactly. I mean, your frame is completely different. I'm telling you the truth. You and the master should be able to tell, right? Mash is a servant. She should know. I am Elmaloy II. Yes, it comes as a surprise, but he's telling the truth. I mean, he's the same height as me. Don't call me short. No, this isn't the time to get hung up on words. How did this happen? Of course I have an idea. It must be those ill-mannered goddesses, I'm sure. I'm going to assume you mean Ishtar and Ereshkigal, but why would they do this to you? Also, why do you have... I've been wondering this, because I've seen this ascension of his before. Why does he have a Skandar's cape? Because the Skandar's cape should have disappeared with him in... Zero. I'm pretty sure it did. Unless he was able to find a relic. Or maybe Iskandar was just such a big part of Young Him's... like... ideals and motivations that it manifested with him. Alright, that's gotta be it. I knew something was up when she brought me a present. A show of gratitude my ass. I don't remember meeting her at a cafe at all. Anyway, we need to race shift now, Ritsuka. Let's hurry and raid their base. Huh? Oh, no, it's probably... right, no, not Ishtar or Ereshkigal. It'd be Steno and Uriel, probably. And so back to this familiar scenery. Is this the shaped isle? Actually, it's supposed to be the shapeless isle, you know. Hey, wicked goddess, come out. Oh, why it's Ritsuka and Mash, along with... well. Again, shouldn't we be I've brought this up before in other interludes. Shouldn't we be concerned that servants are just race shifting themselves to the singularities and just hanging out? Like, wouldn't that potentially cause issues? You're so small I didn't realize you were there. I see the professor's with you too. I welcome your unexpected visit here. What gift did you bring me this time? A basic condition is receiving a gift. This goddess never ceases to amaze me. I'll come again. What do you mean, come again? There isn't a thing on this earth that would satisfy her as a present. She's like Princess Kaguya in Japan. She makes unreasonable demands and enjoys messing with men. What a terrible misunderstanding. Please don't take it seriously, Ritsuka. Why the question mark? Hey me, where did you go? Medusa comes back this afternoon. Oh, is that Ritsuka? Is Mash with you too? And what's this? You came to play? Good timing. Today our little sister is also. Oh? What's that poor thing there? I thought he was one of the sand crabs. He's human? That's an unprecedented insult. How can you make fun of people like it's nothing? You know what? Stop talking. Return me to my former self. Otherwise you won't hear the end of it from Ritsuka. Senpai, you're involved all of a sudden. It's highly likely this will become your problem. What? You're the one who showed up all of a sudden. What are you talking? Shush. Be quiet, me. This is getting interesting. Ahem. I feel bad for your A-class servant. It's such a waste on you, O Lord Elmaloy II. Why don't you just keep growing young and start over as the baby again? I'm sure in a different future, the possibility of a more rosy life will be waiting for you. That's it, I'm taking her down. Leaving her alive won't benefit this world, its people and all men. Oh my, how barbaric. In every era, men have their selfish reasons to go after frail women, but... women these days are strong. My self-defense measures are perfect. What, throwing... monsters at us? Come forth, protectors of this island. Let's begin with some warm-ups. Can't even handle things yourself, Steno. You coward. But why should I be surprised? Damn, not a single buster card. That's tough. That's real tough. Ah, well. We'll make it work. Or not. Okay, I thought we would kill. Okay, well. I guess not. I thought we would kill, but apparently no. You know, these sisters really know how to bother people. It's almost like that's what they're... What? Damn, what do y'all have against Barghest? What the heck? What'd she do? AoE attack, single target. Sure. Wait, it was... It lasts multiple turns, right? Yeah. I want to finish this first and get to the... Ooh, crit? Oh, I didn't even... Not even a crit did it. Don't attack. Thank you. I say don't attack, Barghest, please. Alright, Crystal Golem, boom, I'm hoping this works out. It's on level 1, so I don't know if Water Save Galatine will do enough. Probably not.
火災発生。特殊放水車を要請する。状況判断だ。私が直接撃とう。総員退避。UDK バーゲスト出る。町の平和は私が守る。
No matter how many times I see that, I just like, you know, again, I'm glad. That she does something productive with her time at Chaldea, but ow. Oh, it's just silly.
光らせてあげます。はいはい。
If they couldn't have given her a more normal noble phantasm, I
こういうの好
guess.
きでしょ。ごめんなさいね。
But I guess fighting fires
いい判断で
is
す。それでこそ私のマスタ
relatively
ーかと。
normal, I suppose. I mean, yeah. But I don't even know, man. I should put Kate Koo or somewhere above on sheet in this next one. Because I actually haven't seen her. Like, I've seen Bargus a few times, but I actually haven't seen. Yeah, hang on. Let me get, there she is. I actually haven't seen Summer above on She's yet. I'm very curious. Very curious indeed. Golems won't even be a threat, not to Ritsuka. Is that all you've got? Why don't you just give up and lift my curse? Now I'm pissed. I wanted to do this, so I'm just gonna stand by and watch. But you're mistaken if you think we'll allow some nameless brats like you to talk down to us like that. I'll show you the technique that's made brave men cry. Is that okay, me? Yeah, I guess we're left with no choice. Grin. Let's do this. Come, Medusa! My big sisters, please stop summoning me like that. I'm not some giant robot, you know. Do they actually have the power to just summon her from wherever she is by doing that? Silence. Don't talk back to your sisters. Anyway, that thing over there, that one. That cheeky guy over there. He dared to raise his hand against us. Ah, that's right. Despite our hospitality to welcome him as a guest, he charged at us without saying a word. What? I see. Technically, she's not lying. Is that true, sir? Well, isn't that servant a bit too scary? No, you're getting it wrong. We came to talk. We only resorted to force because we weren't making progress. Unfortunately, he's not lying either. Alright, get ready. As punishment, I'm turning you to stone for 100 years. Wait. We're your master. You should listen to us. You'll be small for a statue. At least it can use you as a paperweight. I see that writers sure are professional at pressing all my buttons. Yeah. Now, Ritsuka, my master. Punish that giant for me. Again, Medusa's what? Oh, she's only 5'7", right? I think her official height is like 172 centimeters. Like, she's literally the same height as me. She's not that tall. Even though the way they talk about her, you'd think she's like 6 foot at least, but I guess for ancient times, when Medusa would have been alive in mythology, I guess 5'7" would be pretty tall. Like, I'll give them that. Alright. Yeah, it's hammer time, baby. And bow time. And pool floaty time. Alright. Alright. Critical? No. Okay. I guess not. And of course, the Ibuki crits, and when when I didn't need one. Dope, awesome. It just be like that sometimes.
本の方が刺激的なんだけど。
Dedication for all allies in the Shrine Deity state. I guess they're only in an Enshrined Deity state the turn immediately after getting hit. Hang on. Yeah, only one turn. Okay. I see, I see. She has a really... That was a really long passive skill, though. Like most... Most passives aren't that long. But yeah, slightly can increase the MP gain for all chaotic allies around the field. Effect increases depending on first, second, or third ascension. I assume first ascension is the strongest, because that's when she's actually in her, like, in, you know, Miko form. My audio cut out. That was weird. Increase MP gain for all good allies. Good and chaotic. Interesting. Plus apply state where that applies and Shrine Deity. Yeah. A special critical strength up state. How interesting. Alright, please fill your gauge. I'm currently trying to see your noble phantasm. Wee bit annoying. Yeah, sure. This will probably end up being overkill. Oh yeah. Extreme amounts of overkill. But that's fine. That's a-okay in my book. I probably should just Ibuki full combo. Yeah. No, now you're angry. I thought you were already angry. Make up your mind, woman. Alright, we're about to unleash the full power of a star upon Medusa herself. It's AoE, unfortunately, so it's not gonna do like a ton. But, you know. And she's resisted. Easter fail not. Yeah, I actually haven't seen this noble phantasm, so I'm intrigued. She just... Okay, she awoke her enshrined deity that she's a priestess for. Like, oh deity! Chop chop! It's time for you to kill things! I feel like that's kind of dangerous. You know, a little bit dangerous. Maybe that's just me though. Maybe I'm too concerned for no reason. But I feel like I'm right to be concerned about that. Man, you know, I just have a feeling that that's not good for anybody. Alright. Gonna fight us yourselves now, Steno, Uriel. Instead of having your little sister be an attack dog or attack snake. Looks like it. Or all three of you at once, actually. Okay. If you insist, we will play along. Alright, let me swap some things. Enemy raider defeated. But is this really a good reason to fight? Damn. Hey, that was sloppy, Medusa. You didn't go easy on him because he looks like a good kid, did you? That's not it, me. Medusa isn't getting heavier and slower. Ritsuka's getting... What? When did she ever say that? Not heavy. I'm not heavy, big sister. Tears. No, Medusa. Your secret weapon, Medusa's no match for us by herself. This time, won't you just... What are you talking about? The real battle begins now. Both Golems and Medusa couldn't finish the job. In that case, we'll have to get serious. I'm sure we'll be forgiven for revealing that forbidden name. Huh. No way, big sister, you wouldn't. I see. You're right. If it's come to this, we have no choice but to use that. Get ready, you Monchichi, demon god of the Shapeless Isle, distinguished in Greek mythology. The demon god who flattened 100 brave men, the body of the Trinity goddesses Gorgon. We release you. What? I mean, we know it's they're three classes and not Avenger, so we know it's not actually Gorgon. Is that what they just call themselves whenever they're fighting together, I guess? Unless it was a subversion of expectation. No, it's just, okay. I was like, maybe it was just a subversion, like showing their classes, but then Gorgon pops out instead. But no. That could have been interesting, though. It's funny how Uriel, who should be the weakest of the three, has the most health. You know, I wonder if we'll ever get the, no, probably not. I was like, he's probably just a regular, like, warrior, not someone who, like, became a hero, like, heroic spirit. But I was gonna say, it'd be funny if we got the guy who she summons in her, attacks as a heroic spirit. And you summon him and he's still, like, infatuated with Steno. That would be quite interesting. I think, anyway. Why'd they have to go and fight us though, man?
堪能してくださ
They
い
could have just. I have a feeling they're not the ones who actually transformed
切り札はこちらが先
Wafer
だ
or Elmloy, Zuliang, whatever you want to
切
call
り
him.
札はこちらが先だ
I have a feeling it's a misunderstanding, but like at this point they don't care.
了解はい
はいはい無偏罪を与えます
They're just like, yeah, we want to see what
い
the
く
hell
らで
this is
もいく
about.
らでもどうぞ
Oh boy, this is gonna hurt.
射止めてみせるわアイ・オブ・ザ・エウリアラ
間に合わな
Yeah,
かった
that hurt. Rest in piss, Bazit. We need to kill Medusa now. Like, right meow. Getting like all Ibuki cards is not good for us right here.
イノベーション始めます
Actually,
が荒ように
maybe.
愛の炎を
Samsara Kama.
愛はあそういうのもあるよね
Please kill
サンサ
Medusa.
ーナカーマ
Please.
私の中でどうか無限にまどろんで
Alright.
こうだ
Go, go. Perfect.
あとは
Alright, Uriel. You're on your own.
いくらでもどうぞ
You know, realistically speaking, I think if she was by herself,
ご用件
Uriel would probably surrender. Like, I'm good. I don't want no smoke.
後ろです
But in this case, it's more of a like we're obviously none of us are obviously trying to
じゃあこれは
kill each other. At least I would hope. I would hope they're not actually trying to kill us. But honestly, you never know with these things. Yeah, full combo.
飛びなさいませ
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to take another Eye of the Uriel.
ばらまきましょうかああもう最
Hopefully she goes for Kama, since she has
高
guts.
ハートに突き刺さるアイ・オブ・ザ・元気がいいんですね
That was close.
本の方が刺激的なんだけど効率的な拷問は騎士らしいセリフ
Really.
いいで
Come on, crits on crits on crits. Crits on
どうにかなっちゃえ
crits. I mean, I'm getting
ど
crits,
うにかなっちゃえ
but
無限を照らすアー
didn't do much.
バこれはどういくら満足い
Rest
た
in
だきま
peace,
した
Kama. You fought well, but not well enough. Bro, give me more.
一緒に来ていかほど
It just does not want to give me Babanshi
潰
cards.
れて溺れろ吹っ飛びなさいませおしゃべり
Good crit. Good crit again.
これはどうこんないっす
Alright. Perfect.
ちぐさっといこっかご
Perfect.
用件は
Crit, 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 crit.
整えてやるよバック
No crit. No crit at all. No crits whatsoever. That's cool.
いかほどぐさ一緒に来て吹っ飛びなさいませ泳いできたら
You.
あいたくれてやる
There's no, bro, there's no way. We're just doing like no damage. I mean, not no damage, but like
いましい
we're just whittling away at it. Like
忘れません
pop, 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 pop.
いいですか必ず取り立てますから
Yeah. He does.
これはどう来ないっす
All right, Uriel.
そうね静
I have nothing against you. Not really, but die.
あいたスコーン
That fight was more annoying than it really should have been.
おやすみよく
God damn. Actually, there's no such thing as the true body of Gorgon. Even if there was, it wouldn't be introduced here. Yeah, no, we're well aware. Okay, so I thought maybe his third interlude would have been like around Solomon's, like after Babylonia, but I guess not. It being at level 90, I guess at level 90 it could have come out around Camelot. Camelot had some level, like high level nodes, I think. Twice I was defeated for unknown reasons. Just how unfortunate can I be? You scared me for a moment. Turns out it was just you three attacking together. You're really out of ammunition now, right? Just give up already and release me from this curse. A curse? What is that? Surely my sisters didn't cause you any trouble. Nah, don't worry about it. I know you're always the victim. Sorry about the rough treatment. Why don't you rest? You two, Steno and Uriel. Get rid of this rejuvenation curse on me. Rejuvenation? What's that? That little runt there is. So I didn't realize after all. That's Lord Elmaloy II himself. For some reason he's returned to his younger self. No way, that handsome man used to look like that? How much pain do you have to endure to grow into that? That's my business. Leave me alone. Wait, hold on. You didn't know? Nope, I didn't know. If I did, I would have teased you much more. Wait, was she saying that his older self, who's been through, like, hell, is handsome, or she's saying that this young him is handsome? Because with it being fairly early, this translation could be weird. Like, handsome man used to look like that, as in what she knew him as. He used to look like that older guy. Or she's saying used to look like that in terms of, oh, this is that guy's younger self? Because again, the wording could be weird given... Oh. Nope, I didn't know. If I did, I would have teased you much more. That means... no way. Yes, as you might expect, my lord. We have nothing to do with it. What? What? What did you say? So, what's the cause then? I can't think of any other external factors. Well, then the answer is clear, isn't it? If there are no external factors, it just means your growth led to that body. Oh. It is a logical conclusion. Your body got younger because of your ascension. That's ridiculous. Then it's pointless, isn't it? Ascension is a reform to make one stronger. Why would I revert to a form when I was immature? For you, there are things you can only do in that form. Rather, you can say that form is the origin of all your concepts. See, your ability as a servant hasn't degraded one bit, right? When you fight as a main character, that form is the most powerful. Or most fitting. Okay. So it's because this is the form he was in when he was a main character in a Fate War. Okay. Okay. You didn't even realize it. How adorable can you get? I ended up playing with you for a bit. I received the best present to relieve my boredom. Again played by you. But it doesn't feel right to just keep taking from you. If you play some more, I may be able to give you information about an elixir to turn you back, Lord Elmalloy. Oh, let's go, Senpai. Lord Elmalloy is going into a battle that he'll never win. Those who challenge Steno will only end up being played by her and then disposed of. I shall be careful. Yeah, I saw how you acted during her interlude. To be fair, Ritsuko was also under Steno's spell and Steno's interlude, so like, yes, goddess, like, yeah. Good luck, Lord Elmalloy. Oh, let's go home then, damn it. Just you watch. I'll be back to my original form in no time. Sure you will, buddy. Sure you will. I definitely believe you. Let's see, what changed with this? I think it just went from decreased defense to greatly decreased defense. Yeah, I think so. Alright, well, that was Zhu Liang, aka Elmalloy II. And man, I can't believe that. It's literally just because that's when he was a main character. AKA, they wanted the most facial recognition for, you know, being able to sell him, I guess. Like, you wanna buy Saiyan Quartz and pull for him, woo! That's basically all it was. But anyway, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time where we'll do Da Vinci's. Not even the almighty hand can reach here. I'll catch you then. Peace.